Phase 1. In the beginning. God's separation of light from darkness. Phase completed. According to Genesis 1 verses 1 to 4. The Spirit of God was hovering over the waters, and with a word, God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw that the light was good, and he separated the light from the darkness. This first phase of separation is profound, not only in creation but also in its spiritual significance. Light represents God's presence, truth, and righteousness, while darkness symbolizes sin, chaos, and separation from him. As it is written, 1 John 1 verses 5. God is light, and in him is no darkness at all. Phase 2. 4,000 years BC. God's separation of angels of light from angels of darkness. This phase is also completed. From the beginning, God created the heavenly realms, including the angels, to serve and glorify him. Among these angels, there was a separation: those who remained faithful to God, the angels of light, and those who rebelled, led by Satan, the angel of darkness. Both having access to heaven. According to Job 1 verses 6, one day the angels came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also came with them. This passage shows that Satan had access to God's presence in heaven, even though he was already in rebellion. Zechariah 3 verses 1 to 2. Here, Satan appears in heaven as an accuser, indicating his temporary access to God's presence. The separation. The following passages indicates the timing of separation of angels of light from angels of darkness. John 12 verses 31. Now is the time for judgment on this world. Now the prince of this world will be driven out. Jesus declares that his death and resurrection will bring about the defeat of Satan. Matthew 11 verses 12. From the days of John the Baptist until now the kingdom of heaven has suffered violence, and the violent take it by force. Days of John the Baptist marks periods of Jesus' birth, death and resurrection on earth. Revelation 12 verses 7 to 9. Then war broke out in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon and his angels fought back and they lost their place in heaven. This passage describes the final expulsion of Satan and his angels from heaven, which many interpret as occurring after Christ's victory on the cross 4,000 years from the beginning. This fall marked the separation between the angels who serve God, angels of light, and those who aligned with darkness. Phase 3 Final phase, separation of children of light from children of darkness, will happen in future judgment day. The Bible frequently contrasts the children of light, believers who walk in God's truth, with the children of darkness, those who live in sin and separation from God. This separation is rooted in God's holiness and his call for his people to live distinctly from the world. Below are key verses that highlight this separation. 1 Thessalonians 5 verses 5 to 6. You are all children of the light and children of the day. We do not belong to the night or to the darkness. Matthew 13 verses 24 to 30, the parable of the weeds. In this parable, Jesus teaches that the righteous wheat and the unrighteous weeds will coexist until the final judgment, when they will be separated. Matthew 25 verses 31 to 46, the sheep and the goats. Here, Jesus describes the final judgment, where he will separate the righteous children of light, sheep, from the unrighteous children of darkness, goats. The separation of wheat children of light from chaff children of darkness symbolizes God's ultimate judgment and the establishment of his kingdom, and the timing is known to God only. Jesus' teachings on separation are not meant to instill fear but to call people to repentance and faith. He invites everyone to turn from darkness and embrace the light of his salvation. John 12 verses 46. I have come into the world as a light, so that no one who believes in me should stay in darkness. Jesus offers himself as the way out of darkness and into the light of God's kingdom. Let us heed his call to repentance and faith, ensuring that we are counted among the wheat on the day of judgment. Subscribe, like and share for more of our inspiring videos.